In a small town named Willow Creek, there lived a man named Tom Bennett. From a young age, Tom dreamed of being successful. He imagined a life where he would run a big business, help his community, and be admired by everyone. But as he grew up, things did not go as planned. Tom tried his hand at many businesses. He started a lawn care service, but it failed when a huge storm ruined the lawns. He opened a small cafe, but with a big chain cafe opening nearby, his little cafe quickly closed down. People began to call him a failure. "You will never make anything of yourself, Tom," they would say. Even his close friends began to doubt him. One friend who never gave up on Tom was Lucy. She believed in his potential and always encouraged him. "You can do this, Tom. Just find the right idea," she would tell him. Lucy ran a small bookstore in the town, and her support was important to Tom. One night, feeling especially down, Tom and Lucy sat at her cafe table after closing hours. "What if you tried something completely different?" she suggested. Her eyes sparkled with excitement. "You love technology. Why not start a business that helps people use it better?" Tom thought for a moment. He had always loved gadgets and tech, but never thought of turning it into a business. Inspired, Tom spent the next few weeks learning about digital marketing. He took online courses and read books. He learned how to create websites and use social media. Soon, an idea formed. He decided to help local businesses build their online presence. He believed small businesses needed support to compete with big chains. With Lucy's help, he created a plan. They organized a small workshop for local business owners, teaching them about the internet and social media. The first workshop had only 5 people, but those 5 were excited. They learned a lot and were grateful for Tom's help. Word of Tom's workshops began to spread. The next month, he had 10 participants. A week later, there were 20. Local businesses began to see an increase in customers. They realized how important an online presence was, and they credited Tom for their success. Slowly, he built a name for himself, and people started to look at him differently. As Tom's reputation grew, larger companies began to notice him. One day, a local bakery, Sweet Treats, contacted Tom. They wanted him to help them create an online store. Tom was thrilled. He worked hard with the bakery, and together they launched a successful website that brought in customers from all over the area. It was a turning point for Tom. After Sweet Treats, more businesses came to Tom for help. A clothing shop, a flower shop, and even a fitness center sought his expertise. He established a small team of freelancers to help him. Lucy joined him as his assistant, and they worked late into the night, filled with enthusiasm. As the business grew, Tom developed a marketing agency called Digital Boost. It became the centerpiece of his empire. They offered services such as website design, social media management, and online advertising. The agency was a hit. Soon, he had clients from neighboring towns and cities. However, not everyone was happy about Tom's success. A rival agency, run by a man named Roger, tried to bring him down. Roger was known for his aggressive tactics and bad-mouthing his opponents. He called Tom a fraud and claimed he was only lucky. "He won't last long in this game," Roger told everyone. Tom felt the pressure, but he refused to give up. To prove Roger wrong, he worked even harder. He invited everyone to a free seminar where he shared his knowledge. People from all over Willow Creek attended. They listened to him speak and left feeling inspired. Tom became known as a local success story, and the community rallied behind him. One chilly evening, Lucy and Tom celebrated at the bookstore. They highlighted their achievements, but Tom reminded her of why they started. "We wanted to help others," he said. With sweet joy, they brainstormed new ideas to improve the agency further. They decided to introduce a mentorship program for young entrepreneurs in the town to share what they had learned. As Tom used his success to give back, he arranged workshops in schools. He taught kids foundational skills like coding and digital ethics. The local newspaper picked up the story, showcasing how Tom was not just building his empire, but also investing in future generations. Meanwhile, Roger, annoyed by Tom's fame, tried to undermine him in every way possible. He started spreading rumors that Tom was not a genuine businessman, but a con artist. But instead of hurting Tom, those rumors backfired. The community stood by Tom. He helped us. How could he be a fraud? They argued. One day, the mayor invited Tom to a community event. At the gathering, Tom was praised for his contributions. As he sat in the audience, surrounded by friends and family, he realized how far he had come. People who once called him a failure now looked up to him. Lucy smiled proudly as he accepted an award for his efforts. Months passed, and Tom's agency became a recognized name. He expanded his team and began hiring other locals who shared his passion. A few years later, Tom's agency grew into a large company, and he opened a co-working space where entrepreneurs could meet, work, and grow their ideas. He was no longer just Tom Bennett of Willow Creek. He was a founder of a thriving empire. By the end of the journey, Tom walked through his bustling office filled with bright minds, young entrepreneurs creating their dreams. He turned to Lucy, feeling a warmth in his heart. He went from being called a failure to a beloved leader in his community. They both knew it was just the beginning. Tom had not only built an empire, but had also proven everyone wrong. With determination and hard work, he changed his story from failure to success. And it all started with a little faith from a friend.